Hello, my dear students. Today we have to start chapter number 10 cyber threats and security. Means whatever the threats you find always in your cyber things like your devices, your computer device, your mobile as well. So, how we have to secure that things, that is the basically we have to know with the help of this chapter, right? So, let's start. What do you mean by the cyber crime? A cybercrime is an illegal activity done through internet, right? Example, identity theft where someone steal your email ID or password and use it to send fake email to people containing false information about the product or winning a lottery, etc. Always you heard about things like my Facebook ID hacked. It means someone actually hack your ID and password, and with the help of that id and password they can use your actual facebook account and send the different friend requests to your friends as well, right? So this is basically cyber crime. Now categories of the cyber crimes are: cyber crime can be divided into three main categories. First is crime against an individual person, crime against property, crime against an organization or society. Right. First, cyber crime against an individual person. These are email spoofing. What is the meaning of email spoofing? Email spoofing means is the one of the most common form of the cyber criminal activity. In it, a receiver of a message is fooled into believing that the message received by him is from a trusted source, which actually is not so. Suppose some kind of mail you received, so you think that yes, you got the mail from a particular company. Suppose a kind of Google company send you the mail that you win a kind of scholarship, right? But actually some people are sitting over there who actually hacking a kind of ids and sending you the kind of emails. With the help of that, they actually making the fool of us. When we just have to join that link, a particular link given by them, when we have to join that link, and we can easily hack our complete ids as well. So that is known as the email spoofing. Okay, the next one, here you can see in the picture, this person basically hack the email box of a Samita, right? Now after hack her email box, he is just sending the email to one other person. When they got this kind of the email, different kind of the email, they will be shocked, right? So this is known as the type of email spoofing. Now move to the next one, cyber stalking. Cyber stalking means that is basically use of the internet or other electronic means to stalk. Stalk means to basically harass someone. Okay, an individual, group or an organization. It may include the false social chats, blogs, emails, etc. In cyber stalking, the person can harasses the victim by posting false information about him, monitor or view a victim's online activities, damage victim's computer by sending viruses. These three activity they can done to harass any single person or the group of the organizations, right? Now move to the next one. In the picture you can see when you actually post a kind of photograph that my kids first day on in the school, right? This kind of the photographs are always uploaded on the facebook. That is not a good thing, because with the help of that, anyone can hack your basic identity, that on which school your kids are and where actually they have to go, what the exact time they have to go, right? These things, and actually we don't have to post on the facebooks. Now, next is cyberbullying. Bullying means basically to harass a particular person, right? So, the use of the electronic communication to bully a person, typically by sending the message or of an intimidating or threatening nature. Cyberbullying includes sending, posting, or sharing the negative, harmful, false, or mean content about someone else. It can include sharing personal or private information about someone else, causing embarrassment or humiliations, right? Means if when we actually harass some person, we send the kind of the videos, we make the kind of the different cartoons of a particular person and then spread that particular photographs, then it means we are just doing the bullying, and that is known, and if we are doing the bullying with the help of the devices, that is known as a cyberbullying option. All right, now move to the next one. This is the picture you can see here. These girls actually enjoying and they are sharing the different photographs of this particular girl, right? So this is known as a cyberbullying. Now the next topic is cybercrime against properties. In real life you hear of stealing or robbing of one's property, right? But in cyber world also, criminals look for an opportunity to steal or rob through the internet. They can steal a person's bank details and withdraw money from his account, misuse credit cards of a person. That's why we always tell everyone that never use your debit cards or your ATMs or your credit cards personal information to anyone. Not the card number you have to share with anyone, not the kind of CVV number, nothing, right? So that is basically the part of your cyber crime against the properties. Identity theft. It refers to the act of stealing and misuse of someone's personal information. Right? If you hacked my ID and actually you are misusing that ID, it means you are doing the identity theft. Okay. Now, here you can see, if someone steal our personal identification, it means they are involving in identity theft option. Now the next one is phishing. It is an act of sending an email to a user, misleading him to believe that it is a form a trusted person or organization. Sometime actually we received a kind of messages that you won a kind of lottery, but first you need to send the 1,000 rupees to continue with this lottery chance, right? So that is the part of your phishing. Actually we are doing the mislead to someone. Okay, next one is, this is the picture. This is known as the phishing. When you are getting that kind of data, that is known as the part of your phishing. Now the next is pharming. In this type of attack, a piece of malicious code is installed on a computer or a server. Pharming means, students, you know that every computer having a kind of IP code. Okay, with the help of that IP code, we can easily access the entire position of our device, where the position belongs from, which state actually your computer is this time. So with the help of this IP code, you can hack all the information very easily, or you can say you can fetch all the information. So when someone actually create a different code for your device and send that and share that code with everyone, that is the part of your pharming. In this type of attack, a piece of the malicious code is installed on your computer and share with everyone. All right, here you can see a kind of code generated and share this code with public. This is the part of your pharming. Now, cyber crimes against organization and society. It is planned and politically motivated attack to cause large scale disorder in computer networks. In this category, criminal hack governments' websites, military websites, etc. Organization means, when we talk about the kind of the different organization, the multiple peoples were actually working now, that is the part of your organization or the society. And when the criminal basically hack the government's websites and the military websites, that is basically known as cyber crimes against the organization. Nowadays, you know, China basically keep everything as a record, and they are hacking the data, right? They are hacking the different countries data very easily, so that they can easily check whether any country making a kind of vaccination for the COVID-19 or not. So that is known as the cyber crimes against the organization and the society. So transmitting viruses, we with the help of the viruses, we can easily hack, we can easily stop the function of the other organizations, right? What actually the virus will do? Virus will deleted your the complete data that is available in your computer or in your devices. Okay, now The type of viruses. How many type of the viruses we are having? First is boot sector virus. This one is the first virus, that is boot sector virus. This type of the virus damages the boot sector of a hard disk or the floppy disk. Hard disk that is placed in our computers and the floppy disk that is placed in our the laptops. Right. So these are the basic devices which store all the things in their memory area. So when we send the boot sector virus, it will actually delete the complete data from our floppy device disk or our hard disk. Right. The next one is the program file virus. This virus infects the executable files or the programs. The program file virus basically means when a kind of virus enter in our computer and corrupt our window, because window is basically what, the programmed operating system, right? So with the entering of this program file virus, you can easily corrupted the complete window as well. Next is the multi-protect viruses. This virus is a hybrid of boot. This is basically the combination of both the viruses like boot sector virus and the program file virus. Right. Next is polymorphic. Polymorphic means poly means many. Morph means types. Okay. So this type of virus exhibits itself in different forms every time it infects a file. Alright, the next one is the network virus. If you will send a kind of network virus in any particular device, it will just hack your websites and you cannot use that websites or the browsers. Alright, the next one is the macro virus. Macro virus is a kind of small virus which is used to affect small tools like your Paint, your Word, your Excel, your PowerPoint, kind of, right? So these are the types of your viruses. Next, move to the next topic, that is cyber vandalism. It is a creation of malicious programs to perform harmful tasks like to physically harm a computer or may of its part putting a malware on a computer that erases the hard drive, data or steal sensitive informations. But what is the meaning of the vandalism here? Vandalism means if you will do a kind of harm to a particular device. Suppose you will harm my device, right? Physically means you just you just actually damage my keys, my laptop's keys, or a kind of mouse you damage, right? Or you can also do one thing, you just have to send a kind of virus on my device and that virus will harm my hard disk. That is known as the cyber vandalism, right? Next, here in the picture you can see we are having a kind of data over here, or with the help of data you just have to know about the privacy, the password, the safety, the code, the secrecy. Every data you have to store here and with the help of the protection. This is known as the cyber vandalism. Now hacking. Hacking, so we already know about it. Hacking refers to an illegal entry into a computer system or network. Hacking means when actually we just have to send a kind of virus or a kind of code without the permission of a particular owner. That is known as hacking. Hackers try to use ready-made computer programs to attack the target computer. Okay. Next is cyber squatting. It refers to the act of using the goodwill of a trademark belonging to someone else and getting benefit out of it. Means when you just sending a kind of messages that presenting that you are in the goodwill position of someone, but actually you are just taking the benefit from them, right? That is known as cyber squattings. Forgery means what? When basically you are using, here I am having the picture, it's my picture suppose, and this is my detail, basically this is my passport. Okay, so what you do, you just delete this picture and scan your picture here. It means you are just using my passport and you are pasting your picture over there. That is the part of your forgery. So it is an act of imitating or making a false copy of a document like birth certificate, driving license, currency, notes, checks, books, etc. Okay. Cyber extortions. It is a crime in which the victim is attacked first and then demanded to pay money to stop further attacks. Hope you understand because it's a very basic thing. First, you just have to attack on that person, and then you have to ask a kind of the money to stop the further attacks. That is the part of cyber extortions, right? This is the picture that to encrypt, this is the basically secure data, and they are asking about the money to give you the kind of key back. So that is known as the cyber extraction. Next is cyber security. Bachcho, if we want to do the cyber security means what? Cyber security is a collection of technologies, processes, and the practices designed to protect the networks, computer programs, and data from attack. These are three different cybersecurity paths, that is antivirus, firewall, encryption softwares. Okay. What is the meaning of the antivirus? It is a computer program that actually they are the computer programs only, right? It is a computer program that is designed to identify, prevent, and remove the viruses from a computer. Okay, antivirus means which actually will not allow to enter any kind of the virus in our devices. The next one, firewall. Firewall means what? Firewall is a security wall that protects your computer by preventing unauthorized users from gaining access to it through network or internet. When you use a kind of computers, laptops, or mobile phones, and you are using that internet services over there, then always you see one thing, that a kind of ads always comes in our that particular devices, right? So what is the meaning of that? They are actually the full of viruses. Okay, when they enter in your device, they actually hanged your devices. So firewall help us to just take away that particular informations from our computers or our devices, right? So here you can see we are having this wall. This is the firewall. When we are using the internet, and it will not allow to enter any kind of the virus in between our computer systems or our other devices. Okay. Now encryption software. While transmitting data over network, you may lose data privacy. So you can protect your data from an unauthorized access by using the particular software. All right. Here you can see we are having different encryption softwares. With the help of that, we can easily encrypt our data. Whatever the data we are having, we can easily encrypt that data. Encryption means to secure your data with the help of a kind of code. Okay. So this is all about your chapter, that is cyber security and threats. So please go through with the entire chapter properly. Thank you and have a nice